Accountability has been something that we've talked a lot about when it comes to what unfolded inside Robb Elementary School in Uvalde back in May. It has now been 136 days since 19 young students and 2 teachers were shot to death inside 2 classrooms at that campus. And since May 24th, we've seen law enforcement admit to some big mistakes made in their response that day. This week, parents and survivors and their families finally had their voices heard on a range of topics surrounding gun reform. And yesterday, a former DPS trooper who was at the school within 2 minutes of the shooting was fired from her new job with the district's police department after parents discovered who she is. Jobin Paniker is with us now. Jobin, I know you've been in touch with some of the victims' families in Uvalde. Give us an idea what you're hearing from them.
Well, Jason, the victims' families are calling today a small win, and they have been there from the very beginning. They have been fighting for accountability for the last 5 months now. They've been at every school board meeting, every city council meeting, every protest. We want to show you some images. This is from earlier today. Just outside the school district, they are packing up from protests that have lasted for days. We talked with one family member today who said the district is finally correcting a system that they say failed them on May 24th when 19 children and 2 teachers were killed there at Robb Elementary in Uvalde. Now today the school district announced the suspension of its entire school police department. It is a small department, but this news has a big impact. Now there's just been an avalanche of news involving the district just this week. 2 district higher-ups were placed on leave. Then, as you said, a former DPS officer under investigation for her response in Uvalde was hired by the district and fired just yesterday. And finally, the school district superintendent announced Hal Harrell would be retiring. Now, every one of these developments re-traumatizes these families, but the suspension of the police department is welcome news.
It's just very refreshing to see some of these families finally happy, celebrating. You just saw tears of joy and you know, just exhaustion. You know, they're exhausted.
We owe it to her. The community owes it to them, to every single kid and every single teacher, not just in Uvalde.
Now, with the police department suspended, the district will now have Texas DPS officers on campus and also at other school activities. Reporting live here in Dallas, I'm Jobin Paniker.